there is nothing in the Constitution that says that a sitting governor or the sitting House of Assembly can be sacked.
Hello guys, you're welcome back to my channel and thank you so much for stopping by. So President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has once again committed another constitutional blunder. It will interest you to know that there is no provision in the Nigerian constitution that gives the president the power to suspend a sitting governor. But before we even get to that, this declaration of state of emergency in Rivers State by the president has put into question the level of legal and political advice that the president is receiving on matters of national security. Because this decision to suspend Governor Gov Fubara while leaving Nyesom Wike untouched has actually exposed a high level of bias in Tinubu's government. Now, we all know that the crisis in Rivers State is a direct result of the power struggle between Nyesom Wike and Governor Fubara. Both men share equal blame for the instability in the state. So if the federal government deems their action detrimental to the governance and security, then why punishing only Fubara and leaving Wike behind? This crisis did not begin in isolation. It is a byproduct of Wike's overbearing influence on his successor. From the moment Fubara became governor, Wike has treated him like a puppet, trying everything by all means to control the state from behind. Wike lawmakers started impeachment threat. He used his political connection in the State House of Assembly and even influenced the federal government decision in several occasions. Fubara only fought back to protect himself and those who elected him to govern them. And yet, he is the one being suspended. One of the biggest problems with this Tinubu's decision is that it is not legal. The Nigerian constitution does not allow the president to suspend a governor. There are only two ways a governor can be removed from office. One, impeachment. And the impeachment must be by the State House of Assembly. This requires a 2/3 majority and a proper investigation into wrongdoing. 2, voluntarily resignation. The governor must choose to step down on his own will. Yes, the president has the power. The president can declare a state of emergency under Section 305 of the Constitution. He cannot use it as an excuse to remove an elected governor. There is no provision in the Nigerian Constitution that gives the president such power. So this means Tinubu's decision is illegal and could be challenged in court. I really do not know who is advising these people, but whoever it is advising this president is definitely pushing him into destruction. Now, let me read out what a lawyer posted on social media concerning this issue. Just came across it now. President Tinubu is bending the constitution. The president doesn't have any power to suspend or sack an elected governor. A governor can only lose his seat either by impeachment, by the state assembly, by death, or if he becomes mentally or medically incapacitated. And there is nowhere it is provided in the constitution that the president has the power to suspend or sack an elected governor on any ground. The president's legal advisors should properly advise the presidency. This is what I said. I just said this.
Let's quickly cast our mind back when the president was in opposition. I agree that once there are challenges, the president has the power by virtue of Section 305. And if you also look at Section 11 of the Constitution, the National Assembly can make, laws for public order and public security for any state. But when the president was in opposition, when the state of emergency was declared, and you talked about was declared, let us cast our mind back to the position of the APC there, ACN. Their position was that when a state of emergency is declared, that the president has no power to remove a sitting governor from office, that there is nothing in the Constitution that requires the sitting governor to vacate his office. Yes, a state of emergency can be declared for the federal government to take charge of security situations, and then movement in certain cases are restricted. But there is nothing in the Constitution that says that a sitting governor or the sitting House of Assembly can be sacked. If you look at Section 11, let's start from Section 11. It says the National Assembly may make law for the Federation, any part thereof, with respect to the maintenance and securing of public safety. But specifically, subsection 4 of section 11 says, anytime when the, it says anytime when any House of Assembly of a state is unable to perform its function by reason of the situation prevailing in that state, the National Assembly may make such law for the peace, order, and good governance of the state with respect to matters in which a state House of Assembly may make law as may appear to the National Assembly to be necessary or expedient within such time as the House of Assembly is able to resume its function. That's where I want to start us from. If you look at that section, can we say after the Supreme Court judgment that the State House of Assembly has not been able to make law for the state? The answer is no. The House of Assembly had issued directive, for certain persons to appear before them, had even requested the governor to present budget before him, and the governor also had applied to present budget before the State House of Assembly. That's on one side. Then if you now go to the section relied on by the president, which is section 309 in this instance, very copiously, it gives the president the powers to declare a state of emergency in a situation where the governor has refused or failed to call on the president to declare such a state of emergency if the Federation is in imminent danger of invasion or involvement in a state of war. There's actual breakdown of public order and public safety in the Federation or any part thereof to such extent as to require extraordinary measure to restore peace and security. There's a clear and present danger of an actual breakdown of public order and public safety in the Federation or any part thereof. There's occurrence of imminent danger or occurrence of any disaster or natural calamity. There's any other public danger which clearly constitutes a threat to the coexistence of the Federation. And if you go to subsection 4, it says the governor may, with the sanction or a resolution by 2/3 majority of the House of Assembly. So that means the House of Assembly, as at that time, must still be sitting or can probably be sitting. But in any case, if you look at subsection 5, the president may issue a proclamation of a state of emergency in any case to which the provision of subsection 4 of this section apply, unless the governor of the state fails to, within reasonable time, to make a request to the president to issue a state of proclamation. So in that case, even when a governor is making a request, the governor will not be making a request so that the president will declare a state of emergency and sack the governor and then sack the State House of Assembly.